Special features. Digital copy of Jurassic World. Digital copy redemption code subject to expiration. See product insert for details. Includes ultraviolet subject to expiration. Go to nbcucodes.com for details. Deleted scenes. Chris and Colin take on the world. Welcome to Jurassic World. Dinosaurs roam once again. Jurassic World All Access Pass. Innovation Center Tour with Chris Pratt. Jurassic's Closest Shaves presented by Barbasol. Editorial reviews. The Jurassic World theme park lets guests experience the thrill of witnessing actual dinosaurs, but something ferocious lurks behind the park's attractions: a genetically modified dinosaur with savage capabilities. When the massive creature escapes, chaos erupts across the island. Now it's up to Owen Chris Pratt and Claire Bryce Dallas Howard to save the park's tourists from an all-out prehistoric assault. Most relevant customer reviews. To begin with, I've never hated/disliked the previous two Jurassic sequels, not even the third movie, even though popular consensus dictates that I should. As flawed and not good as the first movie as they are, they still had their own awesome moments that made them fun, worthwhile watches. Having said all that, Jurassic World puts the previous two sequels to shame, and there's no doubt in my mind that this is the worthy sequel to the classic original that most fans had waited for. Michael Giacchino's score is magnificent, the writing is solid, the pacing is nearly perfect, the acting is great, the dinosaurs are as gorgeous as ever, the climax takes the word kick-ass and cranks it to 11. There is just too many noteworthy things of what this movie got right. I'm even so far as conflicted as deciding whether this movie is possibly even better than the first movie, but I'll need more time before figuring that out. One of the things I liked best was that the dinosaurs were back to being portrayed as the animals they were in the first movie, rather than monsters with exclusive thirst for human flesh. Based on the trailers alone, people didn't seem to like how the raptors would be depicted, but ask this fan and I would tell you the raptors have never been more interesting. They had way more character to them than they ever had, and their story alone takes exciting turns. Even the hybrid beast itself, the Indominus Rex, wasn't a monster for the sake of being a monster. They very clearly explain that it was raised solely in captivity and alone, which has been known in real life to drive animals raised like that to go crazy. But when that insanity is mixed with the Indominus's size, ferocity, and intelligence, altogether it adds up to a deadly mix that sends everything to hell. And anyone who wonders why they would foolishly make a dangerous beast like this in the first place, as it turns out there's a real reason it was created beyond simply making a new attraction, and reason that not all the characters are privy to. To reveal any more than that would be telling, but all I'll say is that this movie takes a very scarily realistic approach as to how and why a park like this would be created in the world as we currently know it. Of course, it's not 100% perfect. But what flaws are to be found really amount to nitpicks. For one, it was totally unbelievable to watch Bryce Dallas Howard to be running around in high heels. If she's not going to take the time to put a pair of boots on, the least the writers could have done was have her kick them off. Sure, running around barefoot would hurt like hell in its own way, but it still would have been more plausible. And even though the movie is well paced and edited, I couldn't help but feel like there was way more to the story than what made it onto the screen, that it was almost a little too fast paced. It's certainly my personal hope the Blu-ray will have an extended director's cut. I'm sure there may be other minor nitpicks to have, but those are the prominent ones from the top of my head. And yes, it very clearly sets itself up for a sequel, even though this movie ends on the most perfect note imaginable. Colin Trevorrow did such a phenomenal job, it's genuinely disheartening that he'll have a different director take on the next movie, although he himself will remain involved, thank goodness. Either way, I'm genuinely intrigued of the new direction this franchise might be taking. That's all I'm saying. Trust me when I say see this movie in IMAX 3D when you have the chance, if you haven't already. There are plenty of summer movies that are entertaining to watch in that format, but Jurassic World is one of the handful that actually earns it. So long as you're not a cynic looking for nothing but what's wrong with something, This is the kind of epic blockbuster that makes one feel like a kid again. Seriously, go see it.